Okay. So a warm welcome to you all, every single one of you. And I invite you to make yourself comfortable if you haven't already done so, whether you're sitting down or lying down, whatever feels good for you. And just take a moment to settle. It's always good to tune into our breaths as a way of settling in. And just notice where your body is in contact with the floor, chair, whatever it is that you are sitting or lying on. Just becoming aware of this connection of body and that which connects you also to the earth physically. Just letting your breath be your guide, follow rather than try to steer, and just become aware of what's going on in your body and do a body scan in your own pace from the top of your head slowly down towards your toes, and just notice what your body is saying to you, what your body is experiencing in this moment. Again, letting your breath guide you. Simply noticing where there might be tension or tightness or numbness or relaxedness, whatever is present. And then I invite you to take your attention to your heart energy center, the heart chakra, in the center of your chest. All you're doing is taking your attention there. Perhaps you notice automatically that you're breathing in and out from this space when you do so, without you needing to steer anything. And here to just notice what goes on in your heart center in this moment. And from this space, I invite you to reach down into the heart of the earth in whatever way feels comfortable for you or intuitive to you. It might be that you sense, it might be that you see, it might be that you hear even, that you're connecting with the heart of the earth and her pulse, the beating heart of the earth. And however you experience it, just let it be, let it show. Just know it's there. The heart of the earth is pumping away her love throughout the planet and including us, every single one of us here, but also simply every single being on this planet. Her life force her strength, her fragility, her beauty, her resilience, her incredible power, her creativity, and just take in for a moment the beauty of the planet in the miraculous colors, shapes, and sizes in all forms of sentient, non-sentient beings, landscapes, perhaps with a sense of gratitude for all that she is, our home, our common home. Now she holds and connects every single one of us. And we are mere guests. So perhaps there's a sense of all embracing love and reverence. Allowing your breath to deepen the experience. Knowing that she's holding us, and so that we are grounded, rooted, held, connected with her and by her and with everyone else. An invitation to sense into the magnificence and miraculousness of life. I invite you then to take your attention back to your heart chakra whilst this connection remains more conscious than usual. And from the heart energy space, we reach up into the higher realms, the higher dimensions, the heavens, the above, through the crown chakra, reaching upwards and sensing the connection that is always, always present. Just giving it a bit more consciousness in this moment. The divinity in this space, the infinity. Just noticing how you're experiencing this connection right now. Simply allowing it to happen. Letting your breath guide you here as well. Allowing a sense of expansion, perhaps. Tuning into what might be, is a higher frequency without needing to know, understand, or try. It simply is. Dimensions which are invisible to our human eyes are open and available to us when we tune in, as we are doing now together, strengthened by the togetherness of the group. Of beautiful souls. Sensing perhaps the oneness, the source of all that is. Enjoying the space, the beingness. Perhaps becoming aware of not only something bigger than us, but perhaps entities of pure love and joy. Simply allowing. And then knowing that this connection is there, I invite us to reconnect with our heart energy center so that we are in full connection with both above and below. This beautiful pillar, if you will, of energy, light, just sensing this within you, around you, all encompassing. And from this space, I'm going to invite us to tune into the past 12 months in a very intuitive way and allow the gifts that you were open to receiving and that were given to you from this past year. Become conscious in your mind, heart, spirit, and you may or may not perceive them in any particular way. Whether they're people or situations or material things, both material and immaterial, whether you hear or feel, doesn't matter. It's not about the each and every, but simply knowing, remembering in this moment that you received so many gifts in this past year, so that it's a moment to give thanks also for all the seeds that you have sown, which are going to come to fruition in the present and in the future. So there's a sense of deep gratitude for your own being, for all that you have also given to others, no matter how small the gesture. Again, whether it's material or immaterial, there's no need to count. Just remember and know that you have offered of yourself so that the love within you is present for yourself and for everything and everyone. Leading up to the present moment. Giving thanks from the deepest part of our souls, reverberating in every part of our being. Radiating beyond our physical body so that it's palpable in our auric field. And now we're going to tune in to the future and we're taken to a year from today so that we are arriving together in the moment where the year of the snake ends. And we are just tuning into that moment and to settle there for a second and as if we're looking back, by tuning in to the gifts of the year of the snake with a heightened sense of gratitude for all the beauty and joy, laughter, love we received and given, all that we have achieved without needing to know exactly what or counting, just simply the feeling of fulfillment, light, light shining from the inside out beyond us, the light we have offered by being who we are, and the light we have also received from above and below, which have strengthened us, perhaps. Just allowing all this to be, and for whatever rings true to you to be, and to let go of that which does not ring true, simply relaxing, accepting, a space of giving thanks with deep peace, perhaps in your soul and heart, knowing that You have done everything you could to the best of your abilities and intentions. With contentedness, trusting, and seeing the fruits that you have been able to reap, and perhaps some that are not yet ready to be harvested but shall be in future, so that there's a sense of trust and surrendering. Giving thanks too for all the guidance you have received along the way and given heed to, for all the wisdom that you have received but also demonstrated, for all the love you have received and given in every possible way. The love above all that you feel of yourself, with all of who you are, the so-called imperfections, and indeed the weaknesses, the love of who you have become, thanking life for having led you to this moment in time. It's allowing all this to sink in and absorb in your systems. It happens as we are without your needing to do anything. Notice anything else that's going on for you in this moment, where we are at the end of the year of the snake, tuning in to all the gifts of this year. Knowing that we have also overcome challenges and transitions that are simply part of the reality, and been able to stay true to ourselves and contribute in however we can in the name of the highest good, our own highest good, but also the highest good of everyone connected to us, and indeed this world. I'm going to go silent now as I open the Akashic Records for the group in this space and simply ask you to be she'll speak words of prayer, and there will be bits of silence. And so we do acknowledge the forces of light, asking for guidance, direction, courage to know the truth as it is revealed for highest good, and the highest good of everyone connected to us. O Holy Spirit of light, Help me to know this group in the light of the Akashic Records, to see this group through the eyes of Lords of the Records, and enable me to share the wisdom and compassion that the Masters, teachers, and loved ones of this group have. Records are now open. And we welcome Guan Yin, the Wise Council, Archangel Metachan, and all spirit friends who are present for us, and tune in to any messages they have for us. We welcome you, dear ones, and delighted to welcome new friends in this circle, and indeed whether or not you know each other, you're all connected. That is indeed part of the theme, so to speak, for what is evident and becoming more and more evident is the interconnectedness between all, so that you are becoming more and more aware of the importance of your actions, of your presence, and of your own gifts. Where they matter in order for you to be brilliant at being who you are, but also in allowing others to be brilliant at who they are. And you will also become more conscious of the connection, not only with other human beings, but what is available to you from other sources and dimensions, provided you naturally give it your attention. That is up to you. Guidance is available to you when you tune in. And signs are there for you in different forms. And you each have your way of tuning in, and may need to experiment further than you are already doing to expand on your repertoire of instruments for tuning in. For there are many channels that can be open and nurtured It is like musical instruments. Some prefer the guitar, others the piano. Some prefer to sing, and it's not about singing out of tune or not. It matters not. What matters is that you experiment and play and find lightness. And if it's not music, then it may be metaphorically a different form. You will not know unless you try out these different forms and find the one that is most akin to you and easier to access, even when you're not trying. And indeed, we ask you not to try too hard, for that only becomes an obstacle in itself. We invite you to invite others to experiment. And if you have children or know others who have children, to invite them in particular to continue nurturing what they already do so they do not unlearn, as most of you have. This is an incredibly important time to expand on your abilities beyond your five senses, for the wisdom lies in the combination of all the information that is available to you beyond your or what is considered um, the rational intelligence and that which is visible. It is, like everything else, a matter of practice so that it becomes easier and you pick up on the information that's available to you, and in particular, the wisdom which guides you in your everyday. It is not a question of time, because answers can come within flashes and problems can be resolved within seconds. And the other tuning in is indeed to this higher frequency of not only love, but thanksgiving for, independent of circumstances you may find difficult, there is always something to not only give thanks for, but to be It is not. It is not an act, but a state of being. For at times you will not know. In fact, oftentimes you will not know why things are happening the way they are happening until a later point in time, so that it is also connected with trust and surrendering and simply being in the state of thanksgiving for whatever is and for who you are and are becoming and have become, and for everyone in your life, whether or not you resonate with them or what they do. It is important that you pay attention to your frequency and are not pulled down by those who may be acting in ways you are unable to condone and need not condone. These are not necessarily new messages to you all, but we invite you to become ingrained in your system. And as we say so in this moment, so it shall be. Many things are not clear for many and will remain unclear for many. And to find, remain in a state of trust, love, and thanksgiving is an art, and all the more reason the need to tune in for guidance and wisdom, for they lift you above the cloud that might be hovering, and above the cloud there is light always. The light in your souls and hearts are infinite, and that is a good place to tune into every day. And to begin the day with, but also to end the day with. May you be open to receiving all the gifts that are being offered you, that you are aware and welcome the gifts that are being prepared and have been prepared for you, and the gifts that you are and also offer others. By recognizing your own light. We shall retreat for now, dear ones, and thank you for your presence and your being here today, and remind you that you are always held in and with love, whether or not you are aware of it at any moment in time. I would like to thank the masters, teachers, and loved ones for their love and compassion. I would like to thank the Lords of the Akashic Records for their point of view. I'd like to thank the Lords, the Holy Spirit of Light for knowledge and healing. The records are now closed. The records are now closed. The records are now closed. Knowing that our systems have integrated the information and energy from this space, I gently invite us to return back to the present moment, taking it with us without needing to do anything, simply allowing it to be. So from the space of the end of 2025 and the year of the snake in the next year, we are brought back to the present moment, energetically and physically, slowly reconnecting with our physical vessel in this moment, sensing into our body, knowing that everything is being integrated into our systems, which is in the name of our highest good, and only in the name of our highest good and the highest good, with full integrity and purity. Feeling into our physical bodies, and when they're in touch with the earth, the floor, chair, whatever it is that we are sitting or lying on, allowing our breath to guide us back into the present moment, slowly becoming aware of our entire physical being, taking our time to do so as we feel perhaps our shoulders and roll them, our arms, being gentle in our stretching if you wish to do so in your own pace. Knowing that as multi dimensions exist, we take back from other dimensions into the third dimensional plane we live on. And if you have some water, I invite you to drink some water to help with the integration process. Taking all the time you need to come back to the present moment. You can remain seated or lying down for as long as you wish. And I thank you for being here, for joining me, for joining us in this circle, for having co-held space for each other, and for all the gifts that we give each other and to the world and ourselves, and for this beauty we call life, and all the miracles we get to experience every day, including this moment, with lots of love. And take good care, and wishing you a good continuation of your evening or day, wherever you are. I'm going to just warn you that I'm going to switch off the recording, so bear with me.